In the digital world, our interactions are shaped by two distinct yet equally revealing phenomena, the intentional and the unintentional. The latter, known as internetian slips, expose hidden thoughts and emotions. These are their stories.
Hello guys, welcome back. Today's video is from Let's Run, featuring Anton Daniels. So, we're going to talk about single mothers, stepfathers. So, let's jump in, guys.
A certain man that wants to run everything, it's going to be difficult having two lions in the family. Because a man like Anton is going to show up as the man. I'm doing this. I'm handling this. This is my village. To have another man that has come in and have any type of say so at all, I can see how that could be.
I definitely.
But
We gotta
assuming
people
they have-
prioritize
We
gotta
gotta
think about
families.
it.
I want women to understand this. Just because a man has a penis don't make him a man. He could be a male. There's not a lot. Most men aren't lions. Let's make sure that's understood.
Let's talk
Okay.
about
Right?
that.
So some men can raise another man's child because the real father ain't a lion. He's more like a gazelle. You know what I'm saying? The lion is now here, and I believe. Well, I believe in God, and I believe in everything is a reason, right?
Right.
And like my dad is a bitch ass nigga. My step pops, he ain't playing. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? So like I was already one that wasn't playing coming out the woodworks.
Yeah.
So then if my dad was there, hypothetically, I would probably clash with him because he was already soft. You know what I'm saying? And I
am not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. You don't know. But I agree with the idea that you can raise another man's child. That's better? I don't know. Because if you want to have your own family, why would you date a single mother and be a stepdad? Why would you do that? If you already have a child, it's okay. Got you. Why not? But if you are childless and do you want to have your own family, why would you date or marry a single mother? I'm not sure about that. Let's keep pushing, guys.
believe that just because you gave birth to something means that you are the best one to raise that.
Come on, let's talk
you know,
about
that person that you gave birth to, whether you're a man or a woman.
So you believe nurture versus nature?
Yes.
Because nurturing that child is more important than possibly more important than nature.
I believe that nature.
Absolutely.
See, here's the thing: we get so
crazy.
confused about nature as if you are the only one of this child. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 generations of nature within this child that you ain't exuding yet. You remember the Punnett
That's
Square? In the Punnett Square, you had a 1 in 4 chance of being something.
Yes.
Right? So this child can have the bottom right quadrant and you might have top left.
Yeah.
You ain't fit to to raise that child, to be honest. So maybe somebody else who is in that bottom right quadrant is gonna be able to understand that man or that young woman or that young boy and really help them grow into what they need to be.
So you would advise your son to get with a woman that already have children?
If that
Children
No,
is
you would be
plural.
okay with that?
Children
Remove yourself out.
Children
I
is
don't think nobody advises those scenarios for their
But see,
children,
the
right?
problem is that
But
we
sometimes
start
it just
saying men
happens
ain't
because
men.
they just might be in love. You can't
No,
control
you
who
can't.
love.
I disagree. It's a choice. It's a choice. It has nothing to do with love or in being in love. No. It's a choice. You choose to be a stepfather, knowing that you're childless. That's a choice to me. Nobody's forcing you to date or marry a single mother. There's plenty of women out there, childless. Why would you choose a single mother? If you want to have your own family, why would you choose a single mother? Don't do that. Just because of love? So you see, it's a tricky situation. Although some men out there will date or marry a single mother, but I don't think it's a good decision still to make, right? You can do whatever you want, but I would never advise someone that is a man that is childless to date or marry a single mother if you want to have your own child and have your own family, right? So let's keep pushing, guys.
Because marriage is a business first. It's a business first. We know statistics of what it is when men are, where children are raised in certain type of household. We know what the statistics are, right? And so I'm not gonna sit here and say a man isn't a man based off of some criteria that we make up, right? Because I use data. The reality is this, what we are doing is excusing bad behavior. And instead of us going to the mothers and say, hey, why are you not accountable for who it is that you decided to open up your legs to?
Bullshit.
Because we ain't having that conversation. The only thing we saying is, oh, that's a bitch ass nigga. But you opened up your legs to him. He wasn't a bitch ass nigga when you had sex with him.
He might have been.
When you know, but my point is.
Anton is right. Bad choices, right? Bad choice. You're not supposed to have kid with bad guys. Let's just say it like that, right? You need to choose better for you, for your future, right? So now you have a child. Now you're a single mom. That's crazy. That's messed up. Society is built upon families, married families, not upon single mothers, families, single fathers, families. No, it's built upon strong, married families. That's why nowadays society is falling apart because you have all these children, fatherless, doing illegal stuff out there. The majority of the people out there in prison, they all came from a single parent household, single mother household, because we know single father do better as two parent households. So marry before carry, right? That's easy. If the man doesn't want to marry you, don't have kids with that guy. You need to ask the ring first. Marry me, then I will have your kids. Otherwise, no kids. And you will see the change in society. But hey, I'm just drizzling some knowledge here, right? Let's keep pushing. And another thing, he's right. Marriage is a business. That's why you have lawyers. You pay lawyers. When you divorce, you pay lawyers. Marriage is a contract, is a business. That's why you need to have a prenup, right? All those things are businesses. Don't forget that. It's not only about love, the marriage. It's about business. Okay? And don't forget to do prenups. Let's keep pushing, guys.
When we continue to do this, we validate bad behavior.
What is the bad behavior?
Because you're saying that you can recover from this. When in reality, we know statistically that child has a much greater chance of going to jail, a much greater chance of needing therapy, a much greater chance of joining a gang. He has a much greater chance of being less successful. And instead of us saying, hey, hold that accountable so that this don't happen in the next generation.
I think I'm missing context.
No.
If what?
If
he has a much greater chance of doing all that. If what?
To say it's a guy's responsibility to raise this child based off of a village concept or a community concept or because he's a real man, removes the accountability from the woman of actually making sure that she picked the right guy and to marry before she carry in the first place.
So what
Well, I
happens?
married before I carried.
Again, Anton is right. Guys need to make good choice out there, right? Need to marry before carry. That's easy. Like I said, ask for the ring. If not, don't have his child. Period. That's easy. Right? Because nobody's here trying to be a stepdad. We don't want that. We want a stable society. Right? Anton is right. So, you know what to do, guys. Let's keep pushing.
And, and then I got a divorce.
But that's not the
Can I
norm,
speak
because
on
what
that?
I see on Instagram
I
and
have a
social
stepfather.
media
How
is
about-
people
I'm trying to figure
saying,
out what we talking about.
what I see on
It's a lot.
Instagram
I'm-
and social
I'm
media is
lost
when
a
a
little bit.
woman get pregnant, regardless of whether she married, it's congratulations, sis.
Okay.
That's what I see.
I
Okay.
agree. Listen,
Should we
we're
throw
not
stones at her?
Absolutely.
Anton, shut up. You do not
I
do
believe
that.
in shaming.
You said that
100%.
congratulating a woman, but if you want to throw accountability at anybody, throw it at the man that left
It's
the
a
family
small
unit,
minority.
right?
It's a small percentage of men that's having the majority of the children. It's most black men are not having children out of wedlock. That is a falsehood. And so when we sit here, when we want to solve for a problem, we solve for the majority, not the minority. And when you look at the statistics, most black men are not having children out of wedlock. It's a small minority of men that's having the majority of the children with a whole lot of women. That's
And
the
is
reality.
that you got that?
That's true. That's a true fact. That's a true fact. You have a minority of men having kids with the majority of women. The large majority of men are not having kids. So, that's a women problem. The majority of women are having kids. But the minority of men, the majority of men are childless. The majority of women have kids already. And the pool is now childless men wanting to have a family, and they only have single mothers to choose from. That's crazy. That is crazy. Women need to change. Stop having kids out of the wedlock. And men, stop having kids out of the wedlock as well. That's it. That's easy to do. Both of them, men and women, are the majority of women and the minority of men. You both need to change. That's it. Let's keep pushing, guys.
How do a woman have a child without a wedlock without the man too?
What I'm saying is, if we got 99% of the men, and we said we're gonna hold all of them accountable.
No, I'm saying like if the woman had the child at wedlock, she didn't have it by herself.
I'm explaining
so
to
did
you.
he.
If we got 99% of men to do the right thing, it takes 1% of men to populate the majority of the women.
True indeed.
So even if you hold all men accountable, it doesn't solve for the problem.
No, it's not about all men. It's about holding everybody accountable.
We do, but men by default are automatically held accountable.
Let me go back to this stepdad situation real fast, because I have a stepfather, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't raise me. My grandfather raised me, right? So I didn't personalize my stepfather because that's who my mom is married to.
Yeah, that's who your mom chose.
That's her relationship. I have examples. I have examples around me that I don't have to look towards him. His only job, honestly, for me, is just to be example of a good person, a human being, period. I don't need him to be my father. I don't even need for none of that shit, right? It's just simply just be a good dude, treat my mom good. And I mean, honestly, I don't care what y'all going through. Y'all not being physical,
how
that's
old were you
fine.
when he came into your life?
I was in middle school, so that's what, like
You was
12?
already big.
Well, I was big because I
You
was
didn't
probably,
need-
I'm 6'5", bro. I've been big.
No, I'm saying you were older as a kid. You had already
middle
had whatever
schooler?
it was in you.
No, but what I'm saying is...
No, wait,
Fucking
no,
middle
I know, listen,
You see, that's crazy. Why? Being a stepdad. To have someone talking about stepdad like that. I mean, I don't know. You gotta do what you wanna do, but if you're childless as a man, and if you want to have your own family, don't date a single mom. Just don't. Create your own family, period. That's beautiful. That's how things are supposed to be. Just do that, period. But if you want to be a stepdad, do it if you want. I mean, I don't know. Do you? What else can I say? Do you? But nobody's advising men to date single moms or marrying them. No. But hey, you're free. It's a free land. Do you? Let's keep pushing, guys.
Happening here. Okay,
Well, I mean,
so
11 years old is really
all right,
small.
cool. All right, let's reset. All right. So one of the facts that you gave is in regards to children that, you know, statistically messing up more so, that usually comes from a single mother household, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if we take the conversation to it being a two-parent...
single mother household. So when I say two-parent household, I'm saying married,
Okay.
having children,
So let's-
raising those children.
Cool. So let's take it to a two-parent household where one parent is a step-parent. That's still a two-parent household, right?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
You don't think so?
And
It's not the same. As a stepfather, always and all the time, you don't have the authority over that child. You don't. Because it's not your child. So it's not the same. It's different. So let's stop confusing both of them, right? Let's keep pushing, guys.
I personally, again, I would never advise a guy. If this guy is single, he's taking care of business, he don't have no children and nothing like that. I'm not gonna sit here in good conscience and tell this man that he's supposed to get with a single mother. Absolutely not.
And that's
100%.
But there's so many single fathers that get with single mothers. So many single fathers.
So we just
I think
speaking
y'all
about
should-
the
Again, that's different. That's different. A single father, if he marries or date a childless woman, it's no big deal. Why? Because he is gonna pay for his own child and he's gonna pay for that woman as well. Ta-da! But a single mother will not pay for the child and for the man. The stepfather will pay for the child and for the mother. Ta-da! That's different. You're paying for someone else's child. And yeah, someone can say, well, yeah, but a childless woman will do some stuff for the kid. Yeah, maybe. But she's not gonna pay like that because we all know that men are the provider. So, childless man or single father will always pay for his own child or for the other man's child. So stop confusing again. It's not the same. It's different. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Are we just speaking about the men who don't have children? Is that the reference? Or are you saying just all men?
Because I
even if they
understand the
come
man
in
that
with
doesn't have children, but there's so many single fathers that look towards.
I mean,
like I said, the majority
we
of
also
men
have to be
don't have
realistic
children out of
here.
wedlock.
Okay, where are you living, right? We're living in America, and 1 out of every 4 kids are born with a single parent.
Yeah.
Or raised with a single parent, right? And the rest of the world, it's at an 8%. So we're about 3 to 4 times more likely to have a child be raised out of wedlock or with only one parent, right? So when you look at the numerics, you're more likely than not to run, if you're a guy who doesn't have any kids, you're more likely than not, depending on your age, to run into a woman that has a kid, right?
fact, I said that earlier. Since we have the majority of women with kids and the majority of men without kids, the dating pool is full of single mothers. You see? And those childless men have to choose among those single mothers. That's messed up. Wow. I mean, let's keep pushing, guys.
So I don't think we're advising anybody, hey, I advise you to go find a woman that has a kid with another man. No, but what I'm saying is that the offer's not on the table depending on her behavior. Now, if she has 3, 4, 5 baby fathers, I would never advise that, right? Sorry to those women. But if you have one man you had one man and now you have one child with that man, and maybe even 2, and that's something that you want to tie up your boots and walk in the path you want to walk
That's
down,
crazy.
I would say go ahead.
But that's why I brought up single fathers,
That's
because when you see a
crazy.
woman that is a single mother,
yeah,
that child has a father,
yeah,
right? Who's a single father?
That's insane.
Like, are we not putting those two to the...
Well, this is the end of the video. Shout out to Anton Daniels and Let's Rant. Yeah, guys, you do what you want to do. It's a free land. You're free. But nobody's advising men to date or marry single mothers. If you want your own family, choose a childless woman. That's it. That's simple. I'm married. And my wife doesn't have any kids. She's not a single mom. I choose better because I wanted to have my own family. Therefore, I choose a woman that is childless. You know? And I'm married as well. You know, you marry and you carry later. You know? We need to do things in a good way. You feel me? Like I said, society is built upon families. Strong, married families. Not single mother's families, single father's families. No. Strong, married families. Instilling good values, good morals. And the kids, we know them kids are doing fine. That's it. So shout out to Let's Rant. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I like that guy. He's married. Successful guy. He has a child, a daughter, I guess. And yeah. So yeah, guys. See you next time. I'm out. Peace.